Welcome back to another video. To you guys, this is just the next video in the lineup, but I have not filmed in over a month. We had the grandkids. We had them for 3 weeks, so they have come and gone. We had a great time with them. We did not film at all this time while they were here. We did have a third grandchild here. Normally we just have 2, and this year we had 3. So we just kind of wanted to spend quality time with all 3 of them and not have the camera around and just enjoy our time. We did stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge for 5 days. We took them to Animal Kingdom. We took them to Hollywood Studios. We took them to Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, and then we had a week just here at the house enjoying the pool and spending time together. I did take them home, and then I also stayed with my mom for a week so that I could have some quality time with her. It was so glorious. I never think that I have enough time with my mom, but we had a great time together. I'm finally home, and first thing on my agenda is to clean this house spick and span, because I don't think I have to tell you guys, 3 boys running around like crazy people, it needs a good deep clean. So I am going to do that. That is the first thing on my agenda. I have pulled all of my cleaning products out of the cleaning closet. I'm getting ready to get busy on that. And then I'm going to start on the projects that we have saved for after the grandkids go home. Welcome to the next day. Today is Wednesday. I got ready to say Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Today is July the 23rd. I could probably go through this whole vlog and not say anything about this. I could just skirt around it and no one would even know the difference. Today is a very somber day for me and for my family. A year ago today, my son died by suicide. This day will never get easier for me. I can talk about it now without being a blubbering, crying sob of a mess. You know, it still doesn't get easier. I have spent the last year trying to come to terms with what happened and all of the circumstances surrounding what happened. Still haven't come to terms with it. I'm still healing from it. And when something like that happens to you, when you lose someone like that, it really makes you take a step back and look at yourself, especially as his mother. And I made a lot of mistakes. Really decided that I needed to heal from those past mistakes. I'm still doing that. I'm still learning how to forgive myself. So I am really going to try to stay busy today. Really try to keep my mind occupied. And I'm starting with a project that I didn't know I wanted to do today, but I decided to go ahead and do it today. My closet looks like this, and it has looked like this since we unpacked, and I just kind of randomly set things in the closet when I took them out of boxes, when I took them out of bags, and there's no rhyme or reason. I have one bag up here, bags here, just miscellaneous hats here, sweaters and bags, more bags, shoes, and I just want to kind of organize it a little bit better. But I'm going to work on that today. I also want to work on these scalloped edges to have the paint flow from one room into the other that I did. I might go ahead and do that today too, because that's probably going to need 2 or 3 coats, and I can at least start on the first coat. Won't take that long. Yeah, just try to keep myself busy with projects. That's what I'm going to do today. Okay, I'm done with my closet. I think it looks really good. I think it looks a whole lot more put together and organized. So these shelves are a little bit more cohesive. I have all of my shoes down here on the bottom except for some down here and some down here. I have my pillows that I sleep with every night here. Backpacks mainly here, and this is my computer bag. So when I travel, I do put my computer in here. All of my shorts are here, and I did separate them into, these are my biker shorts that I wear pretty much all of the time. The two backs here are my skirts. I think that's what you call them, like the skirts that have the shorts underneath that I wear to the parks. My sweaters, my hats, and just some reusable bags. I did take all of my ears out of the boxes that they were in up there, and I have them out. I don't really wear ears anymore because they do hurt my head. So I don't have a huge collection, but I didn't want to keep them in boxes, so that's that. I have all my pants. I have bathing suits in here, painting clothes in here. These are just travel bags. And then I have all of my smaller bags on this hook here. All of my t-shirts, stretchy shirts, tank tops, all down here. And then up here is my dresses and my sweaters and some jean jackets and my robe. I am hanging on. I wish I could throw them away, but they are very expensive. So I'm hanging on to my scrubs just in case I do ever have to go out and get a full-time job here soon. I think it's a good idea to hang on to them just in case. And then of course I have my pool bags and then my boots and stuff that I hardly ever wear. They're down there. So I got that done today. And then I also put the first coat of paint on these scallops that I had an idea to do. I've seen it done a few times on Instagram. I just freehanded this. I think for what it is, it looks good. It's probably going to need another coat, maybe a third. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. But I think it looks really good. It might come out a little bit better without that light on, but I have the paint color of the main wall transitioning into the color of the hallway and bathroom area. And I just wanted to do something to kind of transition the colors without using painter's tape and having to try to do a straight line. This just, you know, it gives it like a little artistic flair, a little whimsy, and I love it. It is now the next day, and what I'm going to do today is start on this laundry room. This I'm very excited about because the vision that I have in my head for this laundry room is woodland, friends, think butterflies, mushrooms, owls, rabbits, foxes. It's going to be very different from any other room that I have designed before. I'm finally to the point where I can start putting paint on the wall, and I wanted to document this paint color. Now, as you can see behind me, kind of, sort of. Let me turn the camera around. This is the color of the wall currently. It is like, I wouldn't necessarily call it neon green, but it's pretty bright. It's a pretty bright green. And I usually do not paint with the color green. But I decided in this laundry room, I wanted a, like I told you earlier in the video, a kind of woodsy, mystical, fantasy, woodland creature, fairy type laundry room. I am painting with green in the laundry room, and I'm excited about it. I'm also going to be putting wallpaper on one of the walls, so I'm crossing my fingers that the wallpaper actually sticks. Okay, so this color is called Platinum Sage. This is the color that it is. I mean, hopefully it is a lot different from the paint color that's actually on the walls. I mean, I think it's going to be different. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's much more muted. Definitely going to need a couple coats. Hopefully only 2, but yeah, the color difference. Can definitely see this color under that one, but I think it's gonna look really good. Okay, so it's the next day and I'm checking in, but I haven't really gotten anything done today. I ran errands this morning. We had some Kohl's cash, so I went to Kohl's and got me a pair of pants, and I had a ton of things to donate, so I did go to Goodwill and left that there. And you know, when I'm at Goodwill, I have to go inside, and I got some stuff from Goodwill. I love these things. I am going to do a separate video for them just so we can go through them, because I think it's fun to just go through these things, what they are. And I don't know if Goodwill has always done this. I've just really been seeing it recently, but they're just kind of like grab bags. And the bags have a lot of like things in them. And these are all like crafty things. So I'm going to do a separate video and we'll go through them together, because I haven't opened them. I think that would be fun. It's a few days later since I last filmed. Today's Tuesday, July the 29th. I have finished all the painting of the walls. This is how the paint turned out. I do really like this really pretty sage green. For some reference, this is the old color, and this is the new color. I think the new color is just kind of buttery and very subtle. I am also going to start painting the cabinets here soon. Wallpaper is going to be going here. I just painted up to here because wallpaper is going to be going. We decided to not have it go below the shelf we're going to be putting up. So the wallpaper is just going to pretty much stop there where you see that. So yesterday I cleaned out my cleaning closet, and I did put some spackle over all of the holes that the anchors left. So I'm going to be sanding those today and going ahead with the first coat of paint, which it's just going to be this coat as well. And so here is my wallpaper. I have a big roll of it. I need to unroll this. I have this dooflotchy, very sharp razor blade. I have some scissors, and I have a plethora of edging tools. I don't even know what you would call these. So I have all that, but before I unroll this monstrosity of a wallpaper roll, I'm scared of getting lint or dust on the sticky part, because I do think it's going to be hard for me to kind of line things up correctly. So I'm going to dust off all this area. Yeah. Have a dust-free zone, if you will. Yes, my lord. What? Okay. I think my first plan of attack, I'm going to be working over here in this corner first. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Okay, I'm going to go under here, and I'm going to try to just pull the paper away slowly. And let's face it, this one is probably going to be the easiest one to put on. The subsequent ones that are going to follow are going to be harder and harder, because I'm going to have to try to match it up. It's not perfect up here, but that's okay. We're probably going to put maybe a little tiny piece of trim up there. At least we haven't talked about that, but I'm going to try to talk Dave into it. Now, my big challenge is going to be to match that up right there. Okay, I've cussed enough off of camera, and I think that I have at least the next piece pretty lined up, but as you can see, it's lined up enough, and that next mushroom right there lined up pretty okay. Not by any means perfect. Okay, I've finished the bottom half of the wall where the cabinets are. I absolutely love it. I love it so much that I added some more of this wallpaper in our bathroom, which I'll show you in just a second, but look at it. I mean, that is stunning. Now I know that it looks kind of haphazard right now, but we are gonna have a shelf here. Part of this is gonna get torn away. There's gonna be a piece of molding that separates the shelf from the bottom of the wall. And I'm also going to be putting more wallpaper up there. I just can't get to up there right now. I need Dave to help me unhook the washer, move the dryer, because they're going to have to just move completely out of the way for me to be able to get up there. But I loved it so much, like I said, I did add it to our bathroom. I put it right here where our little cubby is. Now I always planned to put wallpaper back there. I did that in our last house too, in these little cubbies that we made out of the big hole in the wall that is when you remove a mirrored medicine cabinet. You have a big hole in the wall, so you either have to do something with it, cover it up, whatever. This is what we did with it. So we still have a little bit of storage, and it's much aesthetically pleasing than those plain old mirrored medicine cabinets, but I think it's just so cute. I love the little bunnies on there and the mushrooms. Anyone that knows me knows that I love mushrooms. They just, I don't know, there's something magical about mushrooms. I'm continuing with the laundry room. I've finished with the wallpaper, and I did have to do a little bit of surgery. This is what it's looking like. I absolutely love the print. I think it's so adorable. The top has not done this yet. I'm still going to keep an eye on it, but the bottom started kind of separating where the two pieces of wallpaper meet. It kind of started separating over here, and I did a little bit of surgery on it. I took some Mod Podge. You can't even tell the Mod Podge is dried now. So I took some Mod Podge and I painted basically all of the seams. So we're gonna see how that works. So far so good. Okay, I'm really worried about that. I'm really worried about this right here. Do I need some glasses? I think I need some glasses so I can see. All right, I've got everything all taped off, and I'm gonna start painting tomorrow, which is exciting. Hey, howdy, hi. It's Friday. I think today is August the 1st. I thought that I was gonna skirt by with no problems with the top wallpaper, because as of going to bed last night, it still looked pristine and wonderful. And then I woke up this morning and it looks like this. Can you see that? Let me zoom in. Why does my zoom never freaking work? There's what it looks like. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do some surgery up there, just like I did down there. Well, my plan of attack here, I'm gonna do just like I did down there on that part. I'm just basically Mod Podging and gluing the parts down that wanna be difficult. Yeah, I mean, this is really frustrating. I am gonna say this wallpaper was not expensive, and there were some complaints that it did not stick. I do really think that it depends, and I'm gonna have to plug you guys in because you're almost dead. I think it really does depend on what you're putting it on, because I put some of this in the bathroom. I showed you that, and it's fine. I do think that it makes a difference what you're putting it on. Okay, beautiful people, I am getting ready to start on the cabinets. This is my favorite paint in the whole wide world. I have mentioned this in several other videos. It is Heirloom Traditions all-in-one paint. This is a enamel paint, which means once it cures, and as you know, all paints have a curing process. But once this cures, it dries with a hard enamel coating that is very hard to get off of things. Now look at that beautiful, rich green color. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to use the technique that I have always used for this paint. I am going to brush it on, and then I'm going to roll over that. Does it take longer to paint something because of that? Yes, because your consistency of paint is thinned. But that method completely takes away the brush strokes, so you do not see brush strokes in your paint. Okay, after a few drips and drops and cleanups, I have the first coat on the framing. Really loving the color with this wall color, with the wallpaper, with all of the aesthetics that I'm planning on putting in this laundry room. It is gonna look so phenomenal. I don't know if you can tell how excited about it I am, but I'm really excited about it. I've never painted any cabinets green, and it's gonna look phenomenal. Now that I have the first coat on the cabinets in the laundry room, that has to dry for a while, I'm gonna start painting these. I don't know why I get so excited about stuff like this, but I do. I'm gonna try it with this brush first and just see. Okay, I got myself a detail brush. I know, oh, there you go. This is gonna take a while. I think it's gonna look absolutely magical. I love it. I love it. It is Saturday morning. I think it's the 2nd of August. And we're continuing on the laundry room. Dave is putting up the molding, and he put a little piece here to cover that gap.
A nailer, a filler.
And what he had to do was put a, do you want to take the camera up there and show?
I had to put a piece of trim up here because the crown would not mount, well, it would mount to the cabinet top, but the problem is the doors wouldn't shut. So I took a piece of trim, pine, I cut it down and put it up there as a nailer for the crown. Just to dress these little cabinets up, little cheap cabinets. They're gonna look good though when they're done.
So that's what Dave's working on, and we're also going to be cutting the wood for the shelf that we're going to put up in here, and I'm going to have to stain that. And while he's doing that, I'm just doing busy work to keep me busy until I have to stain cabinets. So I'm continuing with my stars. I am going to have to go over it again because it looks nice from far away, but when you get up close you can see the pencil marks. So I do need to go over it again, but I really like it. I think it looks good and magical. I don't think Dave likes it very much, but I like it a lot. Good morning. It is Sunday. I believe it's August the 3rd. I have painted the second coat on the framing, and I've started on the first of the cabinet doors. So I've got the backs painted, 2 coats so far. This is just the first 2 cabinets, and then this is the middle cabinet, last cabinet. This is what the framing is looking like. It looks really good. The bottom is done. So this is 3 coats. Happy Monday. It is August the 4th. It does look pretty gloomy in here because I have not opened the blinds, but it's getting ready to storm outside too. So there's that. I wanted to show you where we ended out yesterday. The laundry room is looking fantastic. I am washing clothes as we speak, so there is that. But here's a look at how we ended it. Ta-da! Everything is taking shape. We've got 2 shelves over here, a little shelf right here that is going to house my ironing board, which this ironing board I have had for absolute years. It's very, very old, and it is a little too long for this ironing board holder thingamajig. So we are going to get a shorter ironing board. We did hang up this. Now, one thing that I just now realized, like just now, because I'm starting to put all my little things out that I have had cooped up in corners and cubbies and wherever I could find to stick things up until now. My glass jars that I would put my laundry detergent and laundry softener in, they don't fit under here. That's totally on me, totally my fault, because Dave asked me, what's the tallest thing that you're going to put on this shelf? And I told him it would be this, because I completely forgot about those. So just for the time being, I am going to have my laundry detergent and everything up there. I mean, I can reach them. It is going to be kind of inconvenient because every time I have to wash a load of laundry, I'm going to have to get them down, pump them into the little, you know, the little cup things that you get with your laundry detergent. I can buy glass jars that are smaller that will fit in here, but I can't justify spending that money right now when we don't have the money, so I'm just going to make do with what I have for the time being. I think I showed you, but I did finish the first coat on all the stars. It looks so good. It looks so magical. Dave's not sure about it, but I absolutely love it. So they're all done. I think it looks so good, so magical. I do want to put a second coat on them because when you get right up on them, you can see that, you know, they do need second coats. Okay guys, the laundry room is finished for the most part. There are a few finishing details that we still have to work on, but those are not going to come until maybe this weekend, maybe even after that, and I did not want to wait that long to finish this video. I'm going to show you the laundry room, where it is today, what details we still have to add. Okay, so the cabinets are done. They look phenomenal. I am so glad that I decided to take a chance and follow my heart, follow my creativity, and paint these cabinets green. When I got the idea to do a woodland, fairy, whimsical type of laundry room, green just called out to me. And of course I went to Heirloom Traditions, my favorite paint in the whole wide world, and searched their green colors, found this one, found this wallpaper on Amazon, and an idea was born. I think they turned out so good, and Dave did add this piece of molding on the top, and I think that it really made it gave it an elevated look, and I think it looks so good. We also added this shelf on the back, and I did not account for the height of my glass jars that I normally put my laundry detergent and fabric softener in, so I am going to have to get smaller jars. That is to come later. So that's one finishing detail. The other finishing detail is the pulls, the cabinet pulls. We're going to be putting cabinet pulls on the cabinets. We did invest in a ironing board holder, And at first we were going to get a smaller ironing board, but this one does kind of fit, so we'll probably just deal with this one for a while instead of spending money on a new ironing board when we don't really need to. We put our vacuum up and some decorative pieces. There are still things to come in this laundry room because I do want to add some type of art or something in here. I'm probably going to have to create something myself. And we also have the doors, the bifold doors to put back on here. Now I am going to be painting those. That's also to come. I'm going to be painting this garage door. I'm also going to be painting this pocket door. I also got a cute little mushroom outlet cover that matches the wallpaper. We hung up this little piece to just kind of hang things on there. We hung up a clothes bar for when I have to dry things that can't be put in the dryer. It is pretty much done except for a few pieces. Also, I want to do some kind of crafty something with some fabric maybe, and kind of dress the utility sink up. But this was the last room that needed to be painted, and now it's painted, and I think it turned out so good. If you've been following all of these videos in progression, the house has really taken shape. I mean, we have done a ton of work in the last 5 months since we've lived here, and honestly, I cannot believe it's been 5 months. Has it been 5 months? April, May, June, July. Yeah, pretty much at the end of this month, or actually the 11th of this month, which is just in a few days, because we're in August now. It's gonna be 5 full months of us living here, and that seems almost impossible. But I hope you enjoyed coming along for the progression of the laundry room. It has been, I think, 2-3-ish weeks in the works, and it's still not done yet. You will see the finishing touches in future videos, I'm sure. But for this video, I'm gonna say farewell. I will see you in the next one. All those YouTubey things.